how to create an e-commerce store built on WordPress. Moving forward from our previous tutorials, let's go and see what we need to do next. Now, I'm not going to show you how you can install WordPress because I've already created videos showing you various different ways to install WordPress. Whether you are using cPanel, whether you want to install it manually, simply go to RankYa YouTube channel, press on Videos tab, and then search Install WordPress. Because here I show you how to do it. Let's imagine you're using Crazy Domains, and you can install WordPress on Crazy Domains watching this video tutorial, okay? Now, since we've used premium theme, most of them will come with a purchase key for you to generate an API. Now, we're going to be using WordPress, right? And we're going to be using WooCommerce. So next step is once we install our WordPress and activate our theme, then if you've chosen Jupyter theme, for example, and you created your API key, then you can register your product by putting the API key here, because then you have access to templates that's pre-built. That means you can browse through some of the templates that you like for your e-commerce store. Let's say, which one can we choose? We can select categories. We can say shop, show us e-commerce templates. And let's look at this one. Let's preview it. Before we install it, we may check it out to say, okay, you know what? I like to look in this theme, explore the menu links, and say, okay, you know what? That looks okay. Let me go and see the product to see how the product page will look. Okay, so this I'm not really happy with. Then I can go back and say, okay, let me browse other templates. Once you're happy with one, then you simply press install. Install the test data, including images and so on, because then you can change it later, okay? So now, once we do that, then what's next? We need to have a couple of things ready. As in, you know what? You want to get paid, as in you want to sell things, right? And for that to happen, we need people to be able to pay us. Now, there is many different options when we install WooCommerce. We can use PayPal, we can use Stripe if we want, we can use Braintree, Authorize.net, and all that stuff. Now, I can't recommend any one of them because that will depend on your business model. Now, you don't have to use Stripe. You can begin using PayPal checkout if you do possess PayPal account. As you grow your business, what you want is you want to be able to have PayPal as a payment option, but as well as credit card payment option. That's why you need to settle with a merchant account. Whether it's Stripe, whether it's different, it's totally up to you. All you need to do is simply Google e-commerce payment merchant accounts and so on. Now, let's refresh this because I do use PayPal account as well as Stripe as well. So I'm going to show you what we need moving forward. PayPal account, you can create a sandbox test account, and that's what you want. Let's press on create account. Here you have two different account settings. One is personal and the other one is business. That means you're basically creating dummy accounts. Okay, so this is for testing purposes. So simply go and create a test account for PayPal Sandbox, because then you can enable environment sandbox, because you need to test things before you go live. Then the sandbox account will give you API username when you create it. It's going to give you API signature and the password API for that sandbox account as well. Remember, we are creating merchant account details to be placed on our WordPress site. Furthermore, we can create a different account type and we can test our e-commerce store as a buyer. Make sense? So create both of them. But what goes on your WooCommerce settings is the business merchant account details. Once again, you want to create both business and personal. With Stripe, same thing applies. Stripe then allows, let's imagine, my ideal customers to be able to pay using their credit card, and Stripe will process that. Because not everyone wants to use PayPal. Some people, depending on where they are on planet Earth, they may not even have PayPal. Because some countries, they don't have PayPal. So how do you sell to them? Well, I use Stripe. But remember, there's Braintree, different ones. Authorize.net, there's many different ones. And almost all of them will follow the same process. At this stage, what you want is you want to create view test data. Enable that. Here you have your publishable key. So you enable Stripe, enable test mode. Your publishable key would go in here. Your test secret key will be this one here. And then you will also need webhook secret. If you're using Stripe, simply search webhook secret or just webhook. Okay, webhooks. As we can see, we're in test mode still. We can add an endpoint given our URL details. I've already added one. So now I have my sign-in secret. So that means I will click to reveal that so that I can test my e-commerce store. And this process is absolutely critical to get it right. Because if the website has errors at the checkout, then you're not going to be able to sell anything. Make sense? So, install WordPress by using RankYa tutorials. Activate your premium theme. If you've chosen Jupyter theme, I would strongly encourage you to select the template that's pre-made and install it straight on your WordPress site. Then go ahead, create a test account from PayPal, sandbox test account, create merchant account, create an account, select merchant, business type merchant account, create one, get the details and place them into WooCommerce. I will show you how to install WooCommerce in the next video session, but in this video these steps were important, as in having these handy is critical. Then, depending on the credit card merchant processor, select view test data, because all of them will give you that option. Select your API keys. Select your publishable key, secret key, webhook secret. Then place them there through WooCommerce. And I will show you how to install WooCommerce in the next video session.